Okay, we're back. Maybe just stopping and starting streaming again will fix the problem. It did before. I went back to Mother Base, obviously. Hi, Close Talker. Oh. That's normal. Parasites, huh? Yep.
Hey.
What the fuck?
Eyes on Kazuhira.
Yep. Did
From the parasites.
Restarting the stream fix the audio lag? That doesn't make any sense. Literally all I did was click stop streaming and then start streaming again. Nope. Peak one. Nope. Hey. Buddy.
Roger.
She just leaves. Thank you. Thank you.
This is P1 on station at LZ.
Yeah, you mentioned it the other day, and I was like, that's a good song. Yeah, you mentioned it because that DJ played it at that con. That's right. So that's a good one. I bet. Like, it starts and you're like, oh great, of course someone plays playing this at this dance, and then no. Juked. Yep. Yeah, I have both Smooth Criminal and Smooth, the Neil CC regular version, on my driving playlist, and I have to wait a few seconds to find out which one I'm listening to, because when the radio, like the display, doesn't show the title right away, it shows like what place in the playlist I'm in first, so I have to wait a few seconds for that to go away and show the title before I know which one I'm listening to, because they sound exactly the same. Alright, can I catch a bear?
Development complete.
The bear one seems to just be gone. That's disappointing. It shouldn't be missable, but like Psylocke are not missable. But the Wandering Mother Base Soldier 7 one is gone too. I think they really want me to catch these children, so
Please select
fine.
landing zone.
This seems like a bad place to land. I guess it's not. It's low danger. Maybe there's no one here.
Heading to Afghanistan.
Fine, I guess.
Deploying.
Also, I did redo that mission to get the noise suppression specialist, and even though I did not bring Quiet because I didn't know if maxing out her bond triggered any events, and I didn't want to have those happen off stream. But even though I brought Dee Dee instead, she still maxed out her bond at the end of that mission. But fortunately, nothing happened, so it's fine. But it was very strange. Yeah. I don't have to bring her anymore. Even though I spent like 700,000 GMP on her clothes. Which I wonder if those are done. I don't know how long they took.
Development project has been added.
Oh, that deployment finished.
Please
I do.
mission.
These helmets out of here.
Unit dispatched.
Be careful down there, boss. According to the intel team, the escaped kids should be around here.
Yep, there he is.
Located securely.
Hang on, let me finish.
Please specify a project.
Oh, it's finished. I can just put it on her. That's cool. Oh, I think we're gonna want this, actually. But we can't make it yet. Yeah, we finished making that. Excellent. What about my thing?
Please specify a project.
Oh, this finished developing too. Excellent. Excellent. Alright. Let's play a tape. Even though this will take like 2 minutes, if that.
Development complete.
Oh, this one's... those take a while and are not very important, so we're skipping those.
The ethnic cleansers that Code Talker
It is.
mentioned,
I have to put it on
Skullface's
next time
true
I'm
goal.
deploying.
All we have is circumstantial evidence, but here's my theory. It was Cypher who started developing the vocal cord parasites as bioweapons, parasitic weapons, and Africa was the testing ground for them. As Code Talker said, their
What? Oh,
purpose is
jeez.
the ethnic cleansing of only those who speak a particular language. So they could do a weapon of mass destruction to eradicate specific groups, races, ethnicities, or colonies by the language they speak.
The bear's
Or a
pissed.
kind of absolute language control. Or maybe a tool for those arrogant fools to build some misguided utopia. I can see plenty of uses for them. However, in practical terms, they wouldn't be as dangerous as you'd think. Counteracting the parasites is easy, after all. Cut them out of your throat to save your life, or just don't talk.
Oh yeah, it's easy.
That also prevents the infection from spreading. So if the international community were to find out about them, they'd no longer be the threat they were conceived to be. In which case, their targets would be limited to minority groups.
Nope.
As a
Go away, bear.
deterrent or a terrorist tool. It's hard to imagine Cypher
Oh, there it
developing
goes.
something like that as a main weapon for their arsenal. That leads me to think we've only tugged on one little thread in Cypher's grand tapestry. An obscure corner of their work, possibly forgotten altogether. In any case, things changed. When Skullface was forced to relocate to Africa and he saw that thread dangling. All the time he continued that research, he was secretly following his own agenda. The ethnic liberator parasites. His English language strain.
Okay, that makes more sense as to why he would be
Skullface
working
said there were
on
only
the
3 samples
other
of
language
the
ones.
English
He wasn't
language
really.
strain parasite,
Hi-
and I
hi,
think
kiddo.
we can believe him. Bringing his ethnic
Whole lot of trouble they put us through.
depended on creating
Making me worry like that.
at all costs. But an English strain would have been useless to Cypher. Worse, it could have destroyed everything they'd built. It was the one type they couldn't allow. That means Skullface was forced to develop his English
I don't think I can drop down from here.
Cypher's network. Naturally, he
There
couldn't
we
use
go.
the greenhouse facility Cypher had set up and filled with guinea pigs. Skullface must have found some secret place to create his precious few English parasites, hiding all
Hang on.
evidence like a man cheating on his wife.
There we go.
Somewhere, an entirely standalone environment. And when his plan entered its final phase, he must have made the place disappear. Some little room, could be anywhere, but now nowhere at all. We'll never know where he did it.
Roger.
For surveillance, it couldn't have been big. I believe Skullface was telling the truth. There were only ever 3 samples of the English language strain.
Makes sense.
Good dog. Dee Dee!
Speak.
Dee Dee!
Woof. Woof. What a great dog.
This is Pequod.
So did you guys start playing through Berseria this weekend? It doesn't seem like it. Or if you have, you didn't talk about it. Okay.
Pequod, on station at LZ.
Yeah, I have no idea when I'm gonna get to that game either. I just bought it in the Steam sale. So one day.
Gaining altitude.
Maybe after I stream Zillia 2, I'll be in the Tales mood, and then I'll just head right to Berseria. Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip streaming Fire Emblem 9 and 10, because those are long games. And take a break for a bit, and then after Dragon Con, I'll do Zillia 2. And that'll be a New Game Plus run, and I'll be like super overpowered and just crush it. It'll be relatively short. Oh yeah, like I don't know if you can carry over your money in Zillia 2 because of the whole debt thing, but if you can, holy shit. Just break that game in half.
Development project has been added. Please specify a project.
Can I make anything for you, DD? No. Oh, I was gonna make Quiet's,
Please specify a project.
Wicked Butterfly, yeah. Wait, wasn't it 490? Oh, wait, no, that's something else. Oh, that's this. Yeah, I want to make this Sinful Butterfly. Why can't I make this? Brennan LRS 46. Alright, never mind. I just assumed it was money.
Specify a project.
That was keeping me from making that. So if I make this, then I'll have a better suppressor to put on my other sniper rifle. So let's do that. Why are these turning yellow when I highlight the other one? That's so weird. Alright, I was doing combat deployments, wasn't I? Yes, I
Please
was.
select a mission.
Surveillance cameras, decoys. Body armor, get that shit out of here.
Unit dispatched.
Right, suits 2. All this shit gone.
Unit
You don't need
dispatched.
any of that. Oh, it's back. What? Why was it gone before? That's so weird, y'all. Let's so fucking do it.
Please
Catch a
select
bear.
landing zone.
It is bear time. Sure. Oh yeah, that infinite suppressor. Also, I am thinking about it, so we're gonna try out the Hannah Jehudi once. It's very silly. Like, you can read what it does. You can basically, like, teleport soldiers to you to CQC them. It's really absurd. It's not as good as the rocket arm, but it's still worth using once. Also, I'm not actually bringing Quiet here, but I do want to switch her, here you go. There you go, much better. Whoops. Yeah, it's like, it's based on Zone of the Enders, which I've never played, but that's why it looks like that. I don't know if the clothes changing affects cutscenes, but here's hoping. Yeah. I have an infinite suppressor now. That's so ridiculous.
Why activate Sahelanthropus in Afghanistan? This is how Skullface wanted things to play out. The Soviet Union secretly develops a new type of nuclear weapon and successfully deploys it in Afghanistan. Revealing the existence of Sahelanthropus results in a return to the glory days of the Cold War. The threat it poses reignites the nuclear arms race between the world's major powers. The demand for nuclear weapons increases around the globe. What if you then introduced a nuclear weapon anyone could get their hands on? Non-nuclear nations, militant groups of all shapes and sizes, they'd all jump at the chance. Sahelanthropus was a marketing tool to sell nukes all around the world. But I think it's safe to say that plan was stamped out before it got up and running. The world's intelligence agencies never did turn up anything conclusive on it. After all, Sahelanthropus vanished before word could spread. Everything that's happened is already a fading memory, never to join the pages of history. Except for Cypher. Cypher won't forget. They'll already be working on something, quietly.
Yeah, but it won't be as good as
They'll use
the one that already
data
existed.
Scraped together from this incident to build
That's
their own
why.
bipedal weapon. It'll
They only
take a
have
long
scraps
time
of
to
data. They don't
complete,
have all
but
of
for
it.
Now, the greed sector have found a new life's work. We'll have to be ready too.
It won't have a sword. Little they know that Otacon will mod it to be able to do melee anyway.
Hewitt's dug up some interesting facts about our skull-faced friend.
Yeah, not nearly as big.
9 years ago, he was exiled to South Africa, stripped of political power. The upshot's that he ceased being a serious threat, in Cypher's eyes anyway. They eased up on surveillance, giving him an opening to establish his own military unit. One that answered to his
Yeah,
will.
Awkward Zombie has a lot of good Metal Gear
The
comics.
man likely had no idea their orders were coming from Skullface. They probably didn't even know the organization was a part of Cypher at all. Anyway, it was in South Africa where he
This is
found
fucking
renewed
bear.
interest in parasites. And when he discovered the vocal cord parasites, he began to make his plan. Wipe the English language out of existence. Free the world, not by taking men's lives, but by taking their tongues. In his eyes, the greatest symbiotic parasite the world's ever known isn't microbial. It's linguistic. Words are what keeps civilization, our world, alive. There was something.
That's the target.
America is made up of many peoples, but those peoples never mix. Quite so. One nation, home to hundreds of different ethnic groups, many of whom stick to their respective living areas. Little colonies, not interacting with other groups, going out of their way to avoid one
Is it
another.
running away?
Their land, organizations, relationships. Thus, the United States of America is no melting pot. It is more of a salad bowl. It is not made up from one people, but for its minorities to function in society, a common ground is needed.
Can it get up here? Oh, it sure can.
Even if
It will kill you, by the way.
One.
It will kill you very dead.
Because not one. A lingua franca is necessary. English. American hegemonism was born from the illusion that English could unite diverse ethnicities. In taking in people
Oh my
from
God.
around the globe, America became a microcosm of it. Now,
No!
boundaries
You hurt my dog.
it and the rest of the world have become blurred.
Ah!
However different our neighbors may be, English enables us to create symbiotic relationships with each other. If English can bring unacquainted neighbors together in America, this should hold true for the world. This salad bowl that is the world can also become one.
Yep, dead. Fuck!
Snake, talk to me! Snake! Snake!
That bear does not fuck around. Yep! Like, there's supposed to be a rock you can... Oh, Jesus. I died way over there.
Marker placed.
What? Okay. I did not know he did that. I learned something today.
Hewitt's dug up some interesting...
How far are we in this?
America. It is more of a salad bowl.
Dee Dee
It's not made up
took a
for
leak.
people, but for its minorities to function in society, the common ground is needed. Language. Even if the country is not one. No, because it's not one. A lingua franca
Yeah.
is necessary.
Yeah, but I can't command him to do it.
American
He just did it.
feminism was born from the illusion that English could unite diverse ethnicities. In taking in people from around the globe, America became a microcosm of it. Now the boundaries
Climb over?
between it and the rest of the world have become blurred. However different our neighbors may be, English enables us to create symbiotic relationships with each other. If English can bring unacquainted neighbors together in America, this should hold true for the world. This salad bowl that is the world can also become one.
Trying to get like a high vantage point so I can snipe it. But it doesn't seem like it's happening. Snipe without it murdering me.
A ruler's greatest wealth is not money or land. It is the number of individuals under his control. Subjects who work, consume, are there to be used as pawns in war. For a capitalist ruler, his people's power becomes his power. You are the same with your diamond dogs. You spin it with your speeches. But what you're doing is bringing as much talent as you can into your little domain. Every person another feather in your cap. Yes.
Here we go.
Since ancient times, every civilization's ruler has had the same idea. When people unite under one will, they become stronger than the sum of their parts. And the one will is the ruler's will. And what do rulers use to bring people together? Language. In the Old Testament, it is written that only one language was spoken in Eden. A shared tongue that united all of humanity. Mankind eventually grew aware of its power and harnessed that strength to build a tower to the heavens. The mighty Tower of Babel. This angered God, who splintered the language of man, and the tower was
I really hope.
never completed.
Oh, nope! It sure did get up here.
And the earth was divided
Hi.
as men went through the ways.
Oh, I'm going to die again.
Every age is the same. A ruler's first order of business after conquering new land is to force his tongue on its people. Ancient Rome, Napoleon, and now Zero. English is wreaking havoc around the world right now. The British Empire tilled the land with war as its hoe, then began planting the seed that is English. Eventually, American capitalism became the new instrument. To play its game of wealth, you only had to abide by one rule. English.
Exploiting people's desires, English has become a leash that people gladly wear around their necks, it would seem.
That's the target.
DD. Go to sleep. Ah!
Out of ammo? The
Yes.
support unit help out if you need to restock. Transmit a request from your iDroid and I'll send supplies right
Oh,
away.
yes. It sure can. Woo boy. Alright. Bye, you asshole.
Side ops list updated.
Okay.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Yeah, but remember that time the boss got killed by a bear?
Ya'at e.
This one's
You
fucking this long.
disappoint me. Have you forgotten my face?
Leave me be.
You won't respond to anyone else, so I figured it must be me you wanted to see. But now you won't even look at me.
Have I not suffered enough?
Not until you've eased my suffering first. To tell you the truth, old man, I'm in a bit of a bind. It's about your children.
No, it's
You
a
know
very
what I mean?
clandestine recording.
The ones that infect a man's
It's definitely
throat,
not like
killing him if he speaks.
they're
their
not in a
language.
studio or
They
anything.
must not
Don't be
allowed
ridiculous.
to multiply.
You were allowed to live only in order to help me. But you don't want to, do you?
Oh.
So why not choose death instead?
Yeah,
Because
even
you
in
want to
comparison to the
protect
other ones, you're right.
And their land from me. That's your purpose, isn't it? Don't lose sight of that now. It's in your interest to cooperate.
Alright,
Because
I'm
if you
at
don't-
137. It's not going to remember my place when I try to resume it again.
Warning!
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Was that blueprint I needed for Quiet's gun in a side op? It is not. Is it a... Which
Please
mission is it in?
select a mission.
Because if it's a quick one, I might just do it. Perga, stun grenade. First aid manual. On what that does. Sleeping gas specialist. And there's so many of these that I missed. That'd probably be handy. Oh, it's this one. Oh, Code Talker? Hell no, I'm not redoing that. Are you kidding me? No way. Maybe later, like off stream. Alright. I guess we'll go get another kid.
Please select a landing zone.
That's the Marhate Palace? Yuck.
Deploying.
This won't be able to use the Hand of Jehudi here. God, I can't believe it's in Code Talker. Ugh. It's probably in that Hell Mansion. Which actually wasn't that hellish during the mission. It was hell when we're trying to get that kid out of there, but the mission itself was not actually that bad. But like, you have to sneak past those sniper skulls first, and then sneak out with him after they come back. Yeah, I don't feel like doing that. Oh, take cover. 137.
It's your purpose, isn't it?
But there.
Don't lose sight of that now. It's in your interest to cooperate. Because if you don't,
Madness.
the parasites can't detect your people's tongue. So I'll just have to resort to more heavy-handed means. I have the greatest respect for your people. I would rather avoid such a thing, but we don't.
According to the intel team, the escaped kids
Shut up.
should be around here. Locate and secure them.
You really don't have to tell me every
Until those
time.
winds abate, all I can choose is how to act when they blow me this way or that.
Analysis complete.
Tell me, Code Talker, what happens to a man infected with a pair of your parasites? Can they be removed? Can the full-blown symptoms be prevented?
Analysis complete.
It is impossible to remove the
no range on
parasites
this thing.
alone. They have too close an affinity with humans.
Then how do you stop the symptoms from developing?
Analysis.
Oh, now it's marking it as a decoy.
All right. I was hoping for an answer now, but perhaps you just need a little more time. I'll be back soon. I've set up shop, not far from here. We'll be seeing a lot more of each other.
If you're close by,
Analysis complete.
it is almost complete.
Analysis.
We're in the
complete.
final phases. All that's left is to see if I can actually disable a nuke, with the help of your metallic archaea. Once that's done, I won't have to
40
return
feet.
here again.
Meters?
And your suffering will end. As
Oh, there's
will
the mines.
your people's. We're almost
30.
finished, Code Talker. Each in our own way.
Oh, those mines.
My only regret will be not finishing you.
There's nothing stopping you. I'm only alive because you want me that way.
Ridiculous.
As you wish. My regret is this misunderstanding between us. You and I, our goal is the same. We should be working together. A symbiosis.
You do not know my mind. I simply want the Diné bloodline to endure.
Really now? You're just another mote in the store. How you react to all the slings and arrows, that's what counts.
Man, how close you gotta be?
That's why you call those squirming monsters
I'm just gonna try it from here.
children.
What I have done is forbidden.
Wow, this guy's blind.
Forgive me, all of you.
Yep.
The world should be
right,
left
well.
the way it is.
That was a big waste of time.
Should know that.
Hey, come here. Alright, yeah, this sucks. Whatever. Yeah, floating ship's the arm. This wasn't even a main mission, it doesn't even fucking matter. I did not check how far into that tape I was before I died. So that's annoying.
Yeah,
I'm gonna assume it was like 3.5 minutes.
there's nothing stopping you.
Yep.
I'm only alive because you want me that way.
Ridiculous.
As you wish.
According to the intel team, the escaped kids should be around here. Locate and secure them.
Our goal is the same. We should be working together. A symbiosis.
You do not know my mind. I simply want the Diné bloodline to endure.
Really now? You're just another moat in the
Damn.
store. How you react to all the slings and arrows, that's what counts. That's why you call those squirming monsters your children.
What I have done is forbidden. Forgive me, all of you.
The world should be left the way it is. You of all men should know that.
Stupid searchlights right in his fucking face. Let's get you first. There he goes.
Forgive me, but my schedule has changed. The time for grace and good manners has now run out.
Please. Torture will not work on me. Surely you know this.
Oh, I have no intention of getting rough with you. You haven't been beaten. Your hands aren't even tied. Just like me, you live in symbiosis with countless parasites.
I knew it was a little high.
What wounds I might inflict, they'll patch right up.
There we go.
You might feel considerable pain, but I've no doubt you can withstand
Oh,
it.
you're not paying attention at all.
Then what do you plan on doing?
I have a soldier standing outside. Nothing special about him, except that he always obeys. I have given him one instruction.
Analysis.
Whenever I
Alright.
ring this
Where's
bell,
where's our
he
prisoner?
passes on a message for me. That message is simply, go.
What is this?
After that, though, it gets complicated. The message will arrive at a room, a little bigger than this one, nothing special. Some of your people are in this room, surrounded by my men.
Oh, he's in the
Enough
building.
of this.
They pick them at random. No regard for age, gender. In that, I suppose, they're different from you. Not as discriminating. They tied them up, one by one. Blindfolded them.
You went up there?
We had to maintain order, you understand.
Please do.
You bastard.
Go. When they hear that, my men will pick one of your people and infect them with a parasite. Your parasite.
It won't work on my people.
Good night.
True. The vocal cord parasite doesn't respond to your language. But what about English?
An English strain.
Complete.
It exists.
A ring of this bell, and they infect one person. If that person abandons the Navajo language, the English strain will trigger symptoms.
You monster.
So, it's quite simple. Every time I ring the bell, another of your people is infected.
Don't do this.
I don't want to do this. I'd rather not have to ring the bell, which is why I'm hoping you will talk to me.
It's a little fucked up.
What do you want? What else could you possibly want?
You know the answer to that. How to prevent the symptoms caused by the parasite.
You cannot control it like some slave. Forget the idea.
He's coming too. Roger that.
I will never tell you. What have you done,
You made me do that.
you black-hearted?
Settle down.
You gonna extract him?
Don't use it again.
Well, that is up to you. All you need to do is tell me what I want. How to prevent the vocal cord parasite symptoms.
Why? Why do you need to know?
The adult soldiers at Amasa are all dead.
What?
The parasite traveled downstream.
How?
Oh, I could have just folded
It
them
would
here.
appear that he was involved. Another demon who woke up from 9 years of slumber. As a result, the vocal cord parasite spread through the village.
I told you this would happen.
Oops.
It was an unfortunate accident. He is becoming an annoyance.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Or later. But I suppose that is really of no consequence. One day, he too will pay for what he has done.
Black Anna. The real demon is you.
You know,
Did you
this
hear?
incident made me realize something. You
Where's my dog?
are
He's coming too. Roger that.
acted with more humility.
I actually don't know where DD is.
These creatures cannot be controlled. All the more reason I require a means to stop them.
There is no such way.
Oh, really?
Wait! Don't ring it again.
It is up to you.
This one's 10 minutes long. Good
Out
God.
with it.
I see now. There must be more to it than that.
What?
They are in you. You use this land to breed more of my children. And not just here. No. In pursuit of your ethnic cleansers. You sifted through many.
Whole lot of
Whoop.
trouble they put us through.
That was weird.
Making me worry like that.
You would have been
Video games almost
in the
happened.
process, infected with countless strains. Most likely your mother tongues as well. Romania, northern Transylvania. You found that one too.
Why?
Yes,
Is
the
it-
Hungarian strain.
Oh.
The response to the CK's dialect.
Silence!
Black Anna. It is you who shall pay.
Also, why did they, call in an alert? What happened?
Is this your retaliation, old man?
Let my people go and never bother them again.
Okay, subject is in.
I have no idea what's happening in this tape.
You heard me.
Arrived at Mother
What
Base.
now? No! What are you doing?
I am not afraid. I probably have every language strain inside of me. Meaning all the world's languages are already lost to me. But that suits me fine. If need be, I myself can produce whatever strain is needed.
And that means nothing to you. If you are infected, you can never again speak your mother tongue. Otherwise, you will die. As will every one of your countrymen.
A few words here.
I have
and
no
there
idea what was
will
going
trigger
on
the
there.
symptoms.
You gonna extract him?
Besides, the time is not yet right to show this face in my homeland. Not until my revenge is complete.
I already had this invoice.
Now,
Oh, fucking.
we're out of time.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Well,
Is there a crate here?
No! Radiation. It's radiation.
radiation, of course.
Doesn't look like it.
So it can be used.
But how much? I do not know.
Radiation denatures their reproductive cells,
Roger.
preventing them from mating.
Same principle as the sterilization.
I will remind you
The reproductive cells are more sensitive
that
to
we heard
radiation.
not long ago that there was a radiation leak on one of the
But I have
platforms, the
not
Mother
tested
Base.
it. There is no telling what mutation could result, or how the host may be
And
affected.
you know who was involved with that? You remember? It might have been Huey,
If this is done post-infection.
I don't.
and he was telling us there was nothing
This
to worry
plan
about.
goes into action now. As long as it works, the details can wait.
Arrived at Mother Base.
You wouldn't be lying to me, of course, old
Fuck
man.
Huey.
I can guarantee nothing.
I owe you my life. My body has been burned on countless occasions, but it survives, thanks to your children. That is why I trust you.
Then do not repeat my mistake.
What's that?
In the West, it is said that the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. In the East, it is said the man of flesh brings spiritual power to words. The people knew back then that these creatures carry the gospel. They do not belong in our hands. They must not be touched.
How enlightening. I'll remember that. Consider this my thanks.
What are you?
Catch.
No!
Ooh. Ugh.
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Skullface wasn't a good dude. Not at all. I said a minute left on that one too. Oh, that one's back. Let's do that.
Please select a landing
Bring
zone.
pause another picture. Oh, we can land right in the middle? That seems almost dangerous. It's like you can land on him and like scare him off. Oh, let's take off the hand of Jehudi. Like that range is way too short.
Deploying.
If you upgrade it, it goes up. I think you double it to, I guess, 20 meters instead of 10, but too short. The rocket punch is so good. He does. I'm actually deliberately not taking one because if you don't take one for 5 in-game days, Ocelot makes you, and there's a cutscene. So. Growling slug. Can you imagine you like found a slug and it just started growling at you?
Forgive me.
Slug's got like an eye patch and a lip piercing.
Well then, I'm afraid it really is goodbye this time, Code Talker.
Enemy presence detected. Your map has been updated.
Oh, there they are. I
There
was
is
like, I hear a
no
truck.
soldier.
Oh, what?
Now, where did he run?
Did they see me?
Guess he wasn't as obedient as I thought.
There never was any soldier.
So long.
You! How dare you!
Played. Alright, let's play another one.
Boss,
We gave Ralph, that kid who died in the accident, a burial at sea. The man in charge of that facility has been severely punished. But ever since...
Ralph was the kid who died when a pipe fell
It's
on him.
obvious they've lost their trust in adults. I was getting reports
case you
of them
forgot.
ignoring the staff or getting insolent.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Days later, several of the kids did a disappearing act. They snuck into choppers and shipping containers and got off base. Why? Your guess is as good as mine. These kids were born in a war zone and forced to grow up as war fighters.
Under the bridge, it
If
looks
they're left
like.
alone, war
Yeah, he
is
is.
how they'll die. But I thought we showed them there are other reasons to live. I never liked having children on Mother Base. But the thought of them going back to the battlefield and picking up their old lifestyle...
That's the target.
is something I can't stomach.
I remember him. He was off base during the attack 9 years ago.
We have to get those kids back.
Bring him home, boss.
They know too much about our operation. I never expected even the kids to betray us.
Oh, Miller. I don't care about them. I just... They know too much about our business, so they have to come back.
Roger.
Side op completed.
You gotta extract him.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Snake,
Oh, who could this be?
you remember the
Oh,
white
yeah, alright, we're just gonna
guy?
get right into it.
Of course, he's been going by Eli since we brought him on base. He was the leader of the child soldier unit we took out of that
How do I
village.
get
and
out of
into
this
protection.
river?
Well,
Oh, there's cracks in the wall.
according to the kids you brought back here, all the escapees were especially close to Eli. There's reason to suspect he's behind all 6 escapes. We've already detained him. I'll be questioning him shortly.
Wait. You'll be?
Ocelot,
You're incapable of taking an impartial stance with those kids. Question them all you want. It'll get you nowhere.
Ocelot, you get too many kicks from your art of interrogation.
It's not a matter of art. It's about quick, minimal strokes of psychological warfare. That's what gets the answers. It's the best way to keep both questioner and subject safe. The risks only increase the more an interrogation drags on. At that point, it causes...
Ocelot has a lot of opinions about how to torture people.
Like I said, too many kicks.
What I'm trying to tell you is we need quick results. Otherwise, it'll be too little, too late.
I know that.
And besides, I know the subject. I won't go overboard with a kid.
Forget it. You're not needed. Snake, we'll want to question the other kids too. Be sure to
I wanna
bring them
pet my
all
dog.
back.
There we go.
Good dog.
Taking your time, huh, Pequod? Where? Is he coming? I don't think he's coming.
Roger.
I hear a helicopter. Oh, there he is. Okay. Thank you.
Please select a mission.
Boys, mines, and my
Arriving
site.
shortly at LZ.
Unit dispatched.
Shotguns, machine guns, shields, flashlights. What's that here?
This is Pequod.
Unit
On station
dispatched.
at LZ.
Oh, you're on a break? Pequod? Having a smoke? Vaping?
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
You take that picture to pause.
Side ops list updated.
New side ops
Please
added.
select a land
Oh, it's by
zone.
the next one. Medical platform.
Heading to Mother Base.
Lady has an eye patch. It's so good. Kindred spirit.
Thanks for that, boss. Thanks for that, boss.
How do you throw a dude?
Thanks for that.
It's much harder than it is in Peace Walker. Oh, well, I punched him out. Trying to throw him. Hey, quiet. It's cracking. Cool. Oh, we have a cutscene this time. Pause. You're looking a little, red in the middle.
Pause.
Snake?
She's been acting differently lately. Before, she'd respond to conversation. Just as long as it didn't conflict with her timeline. But now, nothing gets a reaction from her.
What happened?
No idea.
Too many pictures.
Well, Miller did go and tell her that Skullface is dead. If anyone should want revenge against him, it would be her. But it's not exactly like an angel of peace to cheer for someone's death. Now is it? There. Take a look at this, too.
Yeah, he hasn't done the hand gesture, but yes,
See it?
he does still have
Right
some of
there.
those mannerisms, for sure. Yeah, the giant bloodstain on her abdomen. Hard to miss. Ugh.
It was all closed up, and then it went back to this.
But why?
The medic has no idea how it happened. He figures it must have been self-inflicted.
Yikes, indeed. I do have a picture for you. I might have to leave and come back in. Yeah, she's not doing so hot. Yeah. Hus, can you stop bleeding for a second and look at this picture? She seems not interested. Wait, where is... Oh, it's in database, that's right. Documentation. Oh, hi, kitty. There's still several more. Hi, can you sit? It's been a while. You took longer than usual to show up. You did. Yeah, I'm not sure why she's not taking it. Maybe I'll just leave and come back.
Roger. This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Sleepy as always. Alright. I keep going over here because it's yellow, and then I remember it's just this PF shit I don't actually care about. Can I develop anything cool?
Please specify a project.
Oh, this has 27 minutes to go, that's right. I'm surprised, isn't this the thing I need the, that blueprint for? Maybe it's a different letters and numbers at the end. Oh shit. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, more ammo, but plus 12, and it takes longer, or it takes less time for it to finish the process, I guess. Also, if people are shooting at it, apparently it's more durable. Whatever. What we got here in our side ops list? Yeah, number 8. Let's do that, and we can bring her both pictures.
Please select a landing zone heading to Central
Wasn't there
Africa.
another one there before?
Deploying.
I'll take 36 Fulton instead of 24. Fulton people all day. It's funny how no one mentions that in the Legends of Big Boss. Like, Liquid's never, like, experimenting with balloon technology.
Snake, about the escaped children. Eli confessed. The way he tells it, they wanted to go back to the battlefield. Don't rob them of their freedom, he said. If you bring them all back, there will be consequences. Next to be asking for our surrender.
Consequences? What consequences?
No idea. That's all I have for now.
You're too attached to those kids. Stop protecting Eli.
Listen to yourself.
Let me question him, and we'll get some real answers.
Not necessary.
Let an expert do it.
I'll report as and when.
Is he in this fucking jungle somewhere? Jesus.
weapons in the children's section of the living quarters. As you know, weapons are strictly off limits. We've got some rule breakers. The weapons we found were handmade. Blades ground out of knives and forks, a couple of bow guns built out of scrap, and explosives made using detergents. And get this, the explosives were tightly packed with nails. The kids put the blame on, you guessed it, Eli.
That's the target.
I guess that's what he
I
meant.
remember him. He was off base during the attack 9 years ago.
Time he claimed they wanted
Bring him home,
Shut
boss.
up, Miller, every time.
battlefield, he says. Miller, enough is enough. You protected
Always.
him too much already. It's my turn to question him. Protected? What Eli's doing is issuing a threat. Comply with my demands or I'll respond with force. But it'll be war at this rate. Forks and soap aren't gonna kill us, but some of them will end up dead. Is that what you want? Now, I hate to say it, but they want to be on the battlefield.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Eli, he said they'd rise up against us if we bring the last kid back. There, you see? Ignore his demands.
Roger.
Don't let him return to quarters. That attitude is contagious. We'd lose control.
How about you
of
level
him for
down?
good.
For the time being, we've confiscated those handmade weapons. We're bumping up security and the number of psychiatric counselors. As for Eli,
He needs some very special care.
you mean solitary?
Well, we can't leave him in contact
Did
with
that
the other kids.
deployment fail?
If you won't do it, I will. Boss, keep working on extracting those kids.
Oh, it didn't. Excellent. Hell yeah. Look at all that money.
Development project has been added.
Dollars.
Please select a mission.
Another S rank one. 78% is not very good. Let's get some more S rank people. Five percent of a new skill, really?
Please select a mission.
80%. Well, like, there's 10 S++ people in here. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. I guess you just gotta take a shot.
Unit dispatched.
You coming? Coming back? Oh, there she is. Oh.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
So yeah, Eli is saying if we bring back all the kids, something's gonna happen.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
You think? What could give you that idea? Let me sit down.
Gaining altitude.
Gonna eat me forever.
Departing.
Is it? Sit down.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yeah. A little bit. And that
Sign-ups
kid,
list
um,
updated.
I don't think they've ever said it outright, but like the part where they talk about him needing to wear the gas mask to block out like other people's thoughts, it's kind of supposed to clue you in that that's Psycho Mantis. Yeah. It's that guy. Oh, we're gonna bring Pazzo's photos.
Please select a landing zone.
No, not combat.
Heading to Mother Base.
By the way, if you go long enough without showering, Snake does start to smell bad, and guards will notice. Like, they'll be able to smell you. That legendary scent. You were sitting. What happened? Can you go back to doing that?
Boss! We trip boss!
There we go. See yourself trained.
Give us a development order, boss.
Don't tell me what to do. That's for your insubordination. Develop this.
Oh, Snake!
Hi. I was like quiet. Pause. Got yourself cleaned up there?
What is it, Snake?
You have a photo backlog to get through. Yep.
One of the group birthday parties. They are something to look forward to every month. Miller was so funny at this one. When is the party this month? Last month was... I cannot remember.
Yeah, right? When Miller and Snake used to wrestle naked in the showers.
And then I... No, that is not right. But I am an angel of peace. I am a student.
Are you, Pause?
I am so tired. I will just lie here a while.
We do have to leave the room and come back in to show her the next one. To get her back in the not having a headache state. Oh, or maybe not. I thought you could just leave and come back. Alright, well. I was wrong. Wonder if they changed that.
Roger.
Just Daft now starts flaring over the whole platform. I was like, please, Snake. I am trying to sleep.
This is Sequad! On station at LZ! Gaining altitude!
For sure. It's so good. Like, these two songs work so well together. And, like, the end when it brings in All-Star is also extremely good. Like, the the line combination of, it's a cool place to say it gets colder, and it might as well be walking on the sun is just, it's real good. Alright, what do we got here? Sure. Alright, is it time to go get the last child? Might be time to get the last child. Actually, this is number... He said 6 of them escaped, so this is the second to last.
Please select a landing zone.
Really? In Desmas Le Mans. Fuck me. Alright.
Heading to Afghanistan. Deploying.
I keep forgetting to change my camo. Oh well. Okay, dude. She loves the chin scritches. She does. Yeah, remember when Kaz was like, your name sounds like Kojima is God. What could that mean? And then he didn't follow that up with, is Cypher involved? Does it point to Cypher?
Back to base have laid out the situation. They all escaped to each of their home villages, or were trying to get home and lost their way.
Yeah, considering this one is in Afghanistan.
Explain everything we've seen.
Each of their home villages. They were trying to raise troops for the rebellion.
You really think these kids have an armed uprising in them?
You read the report of the security team member who had a rock thrown at him. There'll be a riot if we don't do something. And Miller, this
Where do you even get a rock on Mother Base?
Fast enough.
Fine. I'll admit you were right this time.
They're in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Seal off the kids' quarters from outside contact before it's too late.
All right.
Eli said his rebellion would start when the last kid is brought back, right? You better be ready to meet him head on if it really happens.
Yeah.
You should have left it to me in the first place.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Enemy presence detected. The map
Boss, they're just kids. We have a responsibility to see that those kids make it. It's not about feeling protective or the pros and cons.
Sure it's not.
I hate kids. That's exactly what I heard from the people who raised me.
Oh, okay.
People who abandoned me, more like. That's the spark that kept me going, you know? I wanted to show those adults what I was made of. Wanted to get back at them one day. But before I knew it, I was all grown up. Never saw it coming. All of a sudden, people treated me as an adult. Some adult I turned out to be. But I feel like if my life had been different, if the adults I knew had been different...
God, I wish shooting was this easy in, Battlegrounds.
All right. I wanted to use those kids to test that theory. That's all this was. From their point of view, I'm no different from the assholes who gave me a hard time. When this is all blown over, I'll talk it out with them. If that's still possible.
Oh, an important word.
There are still kids out there. Bring them back safe.
Boss, it's me. Eli's revealed what he wants. He wants to speak with you. With Big Boss.
Jesus.
He just said, bring my father here. Eli's too smart for his own good. No way to tell what he's thinking. All we know for sure is
to extract him
are important to him. That means we can use the escaped kids as leverage in any negotiation. Once you've brought the last one back, I'll interrogate him. If the kids do rise up, we'll meet them full force. End of story. I didn't want things to turn out like this.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Again.
If Eli means to take this all the way, he's gonna force us to do the same. Boss.
Train with me, father. Kid. Yeah.
You gonna extract him?
I still have 30. Oh, there's 19 music tapes. Okay. What's this? I don't know what this is.
We finished decoding the informant's report.
Oh, that
floating kid we've run into a few times now.
This is the thing I had to find in that palace.
The Soviets
where like the photo was garbled at first.
The third boy was brought to a lab on the outskirts of Moscow from Czechoslovakia, after which he was due to be sent to a research center in Leningrad, then Siberia, and finally an academic town in Novosibirsk. It doesn't appear that the researchers witnessed the talents we've seen from him, but nevertheless he was quite the popular subject. His latent cognitive abilities suddenly awoke en route to Moscow. According to the report, The third boy was easily influenced by other individuals' biofields.
Terminal 6
Evil
to
thoughts, in particular.
Extraction
They affected his
arrived
mind
at
like a
Mother
virus. Extreme anger or resentment, motives for revenge, in other words. Now, during the transport flight to Moscow, the boy was exposed to a powerful mental energy field coming from a certain individual. Ever since, being conscious of his powers, he's become a sort of energy generator. What's unique about him is the way his acute telepathic abilities get taken over by another person's will. The boy began to physically parasitize individuals experiencing extreme anger and codify the host's desires. This includes amplifying the host's natural strengths. Or, in accordance with the host's desires, he can also implant program code in another individual, making them a puppet, essentially. Human neural synapses transmit weak electrical currents between neurons. These electrical currents, though at a level difficult...
According to the intel team, the escaped kids should be around here. Locate and secure them.
...is able to pick up these weak fluctuations. Contrary to psychotronics, which involves controlling the human mind, his abilities as a receptor are too high. The emotions he picks up from another individual are amplified and unleashed into his body as they recur in his brain. They turn into microwaves, which then affect the physical world, triggering paranormal phenomena like the spontaneous combustion of organic matter or psychokinesis.
Or giant flaming whales.
Object without touching it. There's one other thing. While he's parasitizing a host, the boy's ego gets shut away, allowing the will of the host to take control of his powers, like some annoying static drowning out your own voice. That means he isn't responsible for what's been happening.
Science.
Somebody's extreme anger has manifested through the third boy's powers in ways none of us could have predicted, which would mean this was going on somewhere around us. Looking back on it, a lot of things make sense now. The man on fire, Sahelanthropus, they both came to life thanks to the third boy's powers. Everything has been happening through him as a catalyst. We first saw him in the hospital on Cyprus. The boy parasitizing the man on fire's desire for revenge gave him his new abilities in return. He next appeared at the Hamid Fighters Fort where the honeybee was hidden. There, the boy parasitized Skullface's vengeful mind. He controlled Sahelanthropus, making it do whatever Skullface wanted. Same goes for when we extracted Emmerich onto the chopper. When he appeared at the Devil's House in Central Africa, Skullface's will controlled the man on fire via the third boy's powers. Everything is clear up to this point. But even the informant couldn't pinpoint who the host was in the cave within Serac power plant. Sahelanthropus suddenly became active, then crushed not only the man on fire, but Skullface as well. Surely neither of them could have been the host. Who else was at that location and bore anger more extreme than either of them?
Who could it be?
Whose will was controlling Sahelanthropus? According to the report, emotions transmitted in children's brains affect the surrounding magnetic field more strongly.
Sure.
Cerebral nerves are covered with insulation called myelin sheaths to increase impulse speed. The reason for this leakage has to do with the fact that children's myelin sheaths are still developing. So, how many children do you remember being there? Children with a burning desire for revenge and bearing a grudge against you. I can think of only one.
We just don't know.
Eli.
Oh,
we don't
shit.
know what kind of life he's had, but the resentment he's shown toward adults is nothing short of extraordinary. The third boy resonated with Eli's mind. And that means Eli bore the strongest animosity of all individuals within the boy's reception range, estimated to be a 3-mile radius, beating out even Volgan and Skullface. The third boy's probably remained hooked on Eli's anger since. You remember at the Devil's House, the third boy showed an interest in Shabani? That must have been his ego making a rare appearance. He may possess abilities far beyond anyone else in the world, but he's still a kid. Maybe them both being kids was enough to bring them together. And if so, maybe with Eli, he isn't feeding off him, but acting in symbiosis with him. So when kickstarted this matters. If we look at the location and time that his plane went down, we can make a pretty good guess. When the plane experienced the first anomaly, it gave an accurate report of its position to a control tower, due north of the Black Sea, 125 miles east of Kiev. Dead south on the Black Sea is Cyprus's Green Line. The plane's position was directly north of the hospital where you'd been asleep for 9 years.
Wait, I missed him.
And this anomaly was reported at exactly the same time you woke up. The plane was enveloped in flame from the inside out. The fuselage burnt to ashes. There were no survivors.
A whole lot of trouble they put us through. Making me worry.
Shut up.
That were amplified inside his brain. That would have been more than enough to trigger his abilities. Your rage was like a big bang in his head, blowing the lid off his powers. The boy was then secretly moved to the lab outside of Moscow where Volgin was comatose. There, Volgin's thoughts resonated with the boy and he was awakened. Volgin became the man on fire, hell-bent on getting revenge on you. His instincts led him straight to you. Skullface knew Volgin from Operation Snake Eater, or perhaps from even before. Monitoring this pair of extraordinaries, he discovered the hospital and sent his assassin and XOF. Skullface was probably watching the situation from close by. Then, realizing how useful these two test subjects could be, he approached them. Reacting to Skullface's thirst for revenge, this time the boy let Skullface's will control Volgin. Volgin, at times driven by personal revenge, at times through Skullface's will, kept on moving, though his body was a little more than dead meat. Perhaps there were moments where even your thoughts affected him as well. But without the boy's power, it was like the plug had been pulled from the socket.
Is there another one?
Everything was powered by anger, malice, revenge. This is how the end of the report sums things up. Both the third boy and the man on fire were originally test subjects of paranormal research for military applications. Like telekinetically controlling the leader of an enemy nation and making him launch a nuke. Or stopping the heart of someone on the wrong side of the Berlin Wall. Experimenting with latent human abilities. They were used as tools of the Cold War.
Yeah, these are zombies. Not clear why they're here.
But he was sacrificed on the altar of war. His life reduced to slavery under other people's wills. Turned into a living weapon with no will of his own. And eventually the only emotion he could feel must have been the desire to get revenge for the hand he'd been dealt. Boss, it's you that awakened the boy's powers. But there's more to it than that. I guess the anger emanating from you was something he could truly relate to.
So basically, what we just found out was that when we woke up in the hospital, at the same time, coincidentally, the plane containing the kid and Volgin's comatose body were directly north of us, some miles away. And the anger we felt when we woke up and learned we had lost an arm and been in a coma for 9 years was so intense that it set off Psycho Manus's psychic abilities. Yeah. Oh, I came over here to blow this up. Where'd it go? There, it's right in front of me. And then, but he couldn't control them yet. They were running wild, and so other people's intense anger basically overrode his own consciousness, and he basically became a conduit for whatever those people wanted to do. So we set him off, but then immediately went to sleep again, and so the next closest angry person was Volgin. So Volgin was able to wake up, become the man on fire, and destroy the plane they were on, causing a crash. And then Skullface found them, and then sent them after the hospital, basically. What am I doing?
You destroyed their anti-air radar?
Requested.
It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
Miller says those 4 lines every time you do that. Every fucking time. Which is really annoying if you're listening to a tape, because he just drones on and on. Oh, hey, a diamond. Oh, don't growl. I was just shooting the thing. Anything cool in here? Nope. Diamonds? Nothing. Oh, wait. Oh, what was that? Oh, excellence!
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter
So,
has arrived.
if you have been spotted and people are looking for you, and you go in one of these porta potties and play that tape over your iDroid speakers, the soldiers will hear it and assume there's a dude in there having a time and will not look inside. It's so funny. I was wondering where that was and how I never found it. I think you can find it in several different places, because I'm not remember finding it there before. I was like, what is in my eye? Oh, shit. There's also tapes, like a recording of a dude saying "all clear" in Russian, and like if there's an alert and they're looking for you, and you play that, they'll hear it and assume that the search is over and stop looking for you.
Extraction arrived at Mother
But all of those utility tapes have durability, and they'll run out if you use them a lot. So like they're not infinite. All right,
Mission list updated.
we got a new main mission. We also had some development stuff we could do. And more combat deployments.
Please select a mission.
Now, you guys gotta stop getting helmets. Have you not learned by now?
Unit dispatched.
You're just never gonna be allowed to have them.
Unit dispatched.
No helmets allowed. Get that shit out of here.
Please specify
Alright, what can we make?
project.
Anything neat? I can upgrade my machine gun that I never use. Oh, I can make new active decoys? Or better ones that are more durable and I can carry more of them at once? That's tempting. Blast arm. What does it do? Is it... Oh, it does lethal damage instead of stun damage. Huh. I mean, he wasn't wearing a helmet at the time. Who knows? Who can say? Okay, so I need to put a better suppressor on my custom gun. Hell yeah. Nope. Yeah, forgot I have to hit OK. Alright. I wonder... Can I do anything with this? No, I cannot. I can put a laser sight on it. Sure. And a flashlight. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is turning yellow because this thing is overriding it. So if I do this... Yeah, I see. Got it. Everything is clear. I was wondering if I could expand the excuse me, the number of rounds it could carry or something. But it appears not. Well, we'll keep that laser sight. And there's not really anything else I want to develop. Oh, I could make more base facilities. I could just make this. Yeah, stuff's getting full up except the security team. Alright, let's get some common metal and fuel. 48,000 it was. I didn't check how many I had. And I've lost count. See if that was enough. Love how it doesn't tell you how many you have when you're doing those. Alright, that was enough. Oh, I have plenty. I could do 2 of these.
Commencing platform construction.
What if I also upgraded medical? Sure. More fuel. I need 2 more things of it. Menus. Love menus.
Commencing platform
construction. Oh, somebody died.
Please select a mission.
Let's see. Riot suits. Yeah, get that shit out of here. How have you guys not learned?
Unit dispatched.
Alright. A main mission. Do we want to do that? Oh, we could go get another dude. What? It's been an hour and a half, just about. What is our main mission here?
Select a mission.
Proxy war without end. Oh, this one. Alright. Flamethrower blueprint. Excellent. Alright, let's go bring that other photo to pause.
To Mother Base.
And then we'll do that main mission. I have my electromagnetic mines, right? Because I'm going to want them for this one. Pretty sure I made those. If I don't have them... No, I would have made them. I would have seen them at one of the times I was going through the list.
Please, the sun will rise momentarily.
Yeah, there they are. I haven't made this one though. Oh, I did. I could have. I just didn't have the money. Oh well. Oh, hang on.
Welcome back, boss.
I messed up. There we go. And just dash off again. I got turned around for a second.
Boss!
Yeah.
Oh, Snake!
Hi, pause.
What is it, Snake? The Costa Rican Sea.
Yeah.
It is so beautiful.
She can't be allowed to remember
Costa
she
Rica
saw that happen,
means
so she had to go
rich
down.
coast. Please, please, get them out of my country. Them? Huh? Who was I thinking of?
Who indeed? We just don't know.
It was. And then I... No, that is not right. But I am an angel of peace. I am a student.
Keep telling yourself that.
I am so tired. I will just lie here a while.
It fell and disappeared. Where are you keeping all these paws? Well, have a good nap. Alright.
Roger.
Oops.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at
Nose
LZ.
It's like cat hair in it now. Oh, we're there? Completely missed him.
On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Also, I was thinking about it, and like the notion that I'll be playing games like that I'll play Tales of Berseria in September is kind of funny because like Metroid comes out in September, and I think some other stuff too. So it's probably not actually going to like I will still be streaming Xillia too, but like I probably won't play Berseria also. Something else coming out in September. I cannot remember what. Yeah, there's always other games. Oh my god, there's so many fucking games. All right.
Please select a mission.
Proxy war without end.
The CFA are gearing up for a
Excuse
large-scale
me.
attack against Angola's MPLA government. They're assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport and will be ready to move soon. We've been contracted by the MPLA to put a stop to them. But the civil war will keep burning on, whether we accept this job or not. Another East-West proxy war with the communist MPLA on one side and the capitalist-funded CFA on the other. An endless seesaw of blood and violence played out in the hands of the superpowers.
Very poetic
I had
pause.
my doubts at first, but I think we should take this job. Skullface is gone, but Cypher still remains. Competition with rival PFs will only get more intense.
Always
For
Cypher.
us to survive, we need to expand our organization and get strong enough that no one can threaten us. So our only option is to fight and grow, and fight and grow.
Mission accepted.
Where does the column start? It might be down here.
Heading to Central
That's just a hunch.
Africa.
I don't actually know for sure. Yes. Select equipment. No, that's not right. This one with the laser sight. And the infinite suppressor. I wonder if I can move that infinite suppressor to other weapons. And here we can ditch the C4. So we want electromagnetic mines. Okay. Yeah, sure, we can bring PD. Might want No, we'll hoof it. It'll be fine.
Deploying.
If we really need one, we can have a car dropped in. I don't think this one will take very long, assuming I started close to it. If I started on the other side of the map from it, then it might take a little longer.
are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job
Fuck,
is to wipe them out.
I did start on the wrong side. Did he say Nova Braga Airport?
Just be aware that the column's commander served with 5
In the...
commando.
God, I wasn't paying attention then? Shit.
32 Battalion. He's a hardened veteran, so don't take him lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team.
Oh.
The targets are now on the move.
Oh wait, no, there are some over here. Oh boy, yeah, it's like right there.
Check your map.
I need to get out of this chopper like right now. Right now? Can I get out of this chopper right now? Pequod, for the love of fucking God! Pequod, they're leaving.
Be careful down there, boss.
Map has been updated.
Fuck! I don't know how to make them stop. When I, like, if I can get in front of them and put a mine down. You know what? No. Or just restart from the middle. It's a waste of time to try and catch up with them like that. Like, they stop eventually, but why fucking bother? Just do it this way.
Please select a mission.
Now we know where they are.
Mission accepted.
Let's see. He starts from... Oh. Okay, Nova Braga Airport's down here. For some reason I thought it was this. Okay. Alright, so this is fine. Yeah, we can start from here. That'll be cool. I didn't want to get on. I wanted to Fulton it. Let's go.
Deploying.
That was annoying. I wish I could just jump out of the helicopter and just, if I take fall damage, so be it. Instead of like having to wait for Pequod to fucking slow his ass down and just slowly descend is just the most annoying
are
thing.
assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport.
Not the
Your
most
job
annoying,
is to
but
wipe them out.
it certainly can be at
For the
times.
Contract details. Just be aware that the column's commander served with 5 Commando and later made a name for himself in South Africa's 32 Battalion. He's a hardened veteran, so don't take him lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team.
Okay, now we're much
Targets
further
are
away.
now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
Be careful down there,
So
boss.
I'm gonna
Has been
put
updated.
mine on this spot right here. Wait, is this in a road? Oh, I put it a little off.
You have arrived at your destination.
Put a mine right here. D-Dog found an enemy. Where? Oh, that guy over there. Hello, sir.
Analysis
Don't worry about it.
complete.
Alright, the other guy... right
Marker placed.
I don't know if I have enough... I don't think I have enough time.
Marker removed.
There's my mine. So we're gonna wait up here. any other guards in there? There are not. So why don't you go to sleep? Oh, fucking how? There we go.
So, as if putting me on stage to sing was not enough, Miller even expected me to write the lyrics. He even said he had thought of the title already. Love Deterrence. As if he had done the hard part. Deterrence. Love. Deterrence. Deterrence is... It is when nuclear weapons prevent war, right? I do not see how love fits in. But it was too late to complain, so I just sat and listened to the tape of Miller's backing guitar and the professor's melody over and over again. I guess the
Hope I'm
melody
not
is
too
more
close to the
Professor
road.
Galvez's creation than Miller's, but on the whole, I think it is actually a good song. First, it goes for your heart with a sorrowful opening, but then you feel revitalized as the song goes on. Miller grew up in post-war Japan. Maybe that is why the song has that kind of balance. Long ago, I heard some Japanese music called enka, I think. It sounded this way, but I wonder why it has to sound sad in the first place. Miller called it Love Deterrence. Doesn't that mean he had a love song in mind? All I see of Miller and women is the way he fools around with a lot of them at once. But maybe he has had his heart broken too.
What?
And what about me? I found myself thinking about Chico and Snake as well. I know Chico has a crush on me, so naturally he should come to mind. But why Snake? He saved me, and I feel indebted to him. But I thought that was all he meant.
I'll let this tape finish. Yep, it rolled. It wasn't in the center of the road. It went right past it.
Control this emotion. There has to be a way.
As soon as this tape ends, I'm just gonna restart again.
But maybe that is what love deterrence is. With that thought in mind, I went to my desk and began to write and write. Just 3 days left until Peace Day.
Unbelievable. This mission is so easy. Like, all the stuff starts off marked for you, and I had to restart it twice.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Deploying.
Third time's the charm. Like, this mission should probably be over already. Like, I should be back to doing side ops or whatever.
The CFA are assembling an
I know,
armored
Miller.
column to the north of Nova
I know.
Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out. Listen to the tape for the contract details. Just be aware that the column's commander served with 5 Commando and later made a name for himself in South Africa's 32 Battalion. He's a hardened veteran, so don't take him lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
I finally had a decent draft of the lyrics, so I showed them to Professor Galvez first. He liked them. He said I had done a superb job capturing the sense of a young girl's troubled heart. There were 1 or 2 lines I thought needed brushing up, so although he said lyrics aren't my specialty at first, he gave me some advice. Everything he said made perfect sense. When I tried putting in his changes, they made the song feel deeper, more sincere.
Let's get a little further away from
That's
this
the professor
outpost.
for you. He always has the answer. With the lyrics finished, I was ready to show Miller. He does not often take things seriously, but all of a sudden, he was saying, Paz, you have the soul
All right.
of an Enka songwriter. And I did not even listen to Enka all that much. Maybe I am pretty talented after all. But still, it took so much time to write the lyrics that there is hardly any time left to rehearse before Peace Day. The three of us rushed into the makeshift practice studio on Mother Base to see how we sounded together. Miller strummed away with a big smile on his face. I sang the main melody, and Professor Galvez improvised a backup melody. I know the professor is smart, but is there anything he cannot do? And Miller's guitar playing sounded a lot better now that he stopped singing. But I can hardly criticize his voice.
His singing isn't ruining all the guitar.
As I wrote the lyrics, but I had trouble with the pitch and kept missing the rhythm. I have to practice, but there's almost no time left. It is just 3 days until Peace Day. Wait, I thought there were 3 days left before. I went and checked today's date with Miller and the professor. The date has not changed. It is the same day. Something is strange. Am I reliving the same day?
Why do they stop? Oh my god.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Alright, come on, assholes. Alright, an important tape coming up now.
I have spoken enough. Your men can take it from here. Will you permit me to rest? Have something to eat?
I thought you don't eat.
I can subsist without food. But there is more to the act of eating than nourishment. We receive nature's blessings and reaffirm our part in it. And in doing so, we express our gratitude.
Sorry, it's, hearing you say you don't need to eat and that you're a part of nature in the same breath. Anyway, what can we get you? Not exactly a 5-star restaurant, but the kitchen's used to serving a lot of different appetites.
Hamburgers.
Hamburgers?
No, it hasn't hit it yet. It hit it. See?
Have
It
become
worked that time.
Americanized. I eat them often back home.
And you just can't let them go.
Ah, shit.
We have new targets. Check your iDroid for the details.
It's pretty good. The victory of capitalism.
It turned around.
People suffered so much pain.
Subject on board.
This sucks. This mission sucks. And like, it stopped and it spun completely around to look directly behind it where I was. Like, I saw it doing it, which is why as soon as I Fulton that one, I got on the ground. But somehow, you know, even though the gun was up there, it somehow saw, like, straight down in front of it. Which makes sense. This mission should not be taking this long, for the record. It is not hard.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted.
Yeah, 4 times the charm. That's the saying. Fuck me. So what I should do, maybe, is have a mine and a decoy. Once the mine goes off, pop the decoy so that thing stays looking ahead of it instead of turning around. Maybe that'll work.
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out. Listen to the tape for the contract details. Just be aware that the column's commander served with 5 Commando and later made a name for himself in South Africa's 32 Battalion.
I cannot believe it did that.
So don't take it lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
Alright. The hamburgers.
Have become Americanized. I eat them often back home.
And you just can't let them go. Well, as far as symbols of the American Empire go, hamburgers are pretty good. Victory of capitalism. Your people suffered so much
victory
pain
of
in
capitalism.
America, and you asked for hamburgers.
We have suffered more than you can know.
You have arrived
But I
at
do
your
not see
destination.
hamburgers as an accomplice.
Hamburgers aren't an accomplice to our oppression.
Providing a balanced helping of nature's blessings. Meat, grain, and vegetable.
Alright.
How could anyone hate such a magnificent thing?
Says the guy who can survive on photosynthesis. Balance has nothing to do with it. You just like a good burger.
That is also true.
Busted.
Be warned, though. I have very high standards.
Don't worry. I do too. All right then. One good old-fashioned all-American icon coming up.
I look forward to it.
Alright, so we should be able to get in this bush and relax.
I hope you brought a better.
Oh yeah, for real. These tapes are great.
Right. Well,
The last one was lacking in every way. The patty was too thin, the bun too dry, and the lettuce days old at best.
hey, that was 100% all-beef patty, and no shortening in the bun either.
They are.
Nature's blessings, unadulterated, in hamburger form. Is that it?
In hamburger form.
Falls short. So yours are
If it tastes like shit, we don't care. Oh man.
blessings
Sacrilege. These tapes are very good.
I hate to admit it, but I think you're right. I should have known better than to settle for second best. That's why I had him run some more R&D.
R&D! The boys in R&D have been hard at work.
One of our researchers just dropped by with the latest results. Here it is. See how you like this?
We shall see indeed. I thank you for this bounty, Mother Earth.
So, what's the verdict?
Not bad.
And?
But it does not hold a candle to what I ate back home.
Did it work?
Everyone's a critic.
I can't tell if it worked or not.
Damn it. I was sure the Kobe beef... maybe we didn't have enough. If we had any more, we're cutting into our profits.
Boss, we have new targets. Check your iDroid for the details.
What are
Man!
you talking about?
Shit!
Anyway, I'll be back with another round of product.
I will be waiting.
I just need to place 2 mines, I guess.
Product?
No, but it's always looking behind. Product. Nope.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Nope. Didn't even stop. Alright. Nope, don't worry about it. It's good.
Nice work. Keep it up. You gotta extract him. down a gunship from the front. You won't win in a head-to-head shootout. Try to get behind it and take it down with missiles. Nice work, boss. The targets are almost history.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Fuck off, gunship. Ah! Fucking shit ass! God, this mission blows.
What happened? Boss!
Alright, I thought it was easy, but apparently it's way more complicated than I remember. I do not remember that helicopter at all. Like, no recollection of that thing even existing. Man,
are assembling an armored column to the north.
This might be the end of the stream after I finish this mission.
Your job.
That thought was going to be done 20 minutes ago.
Listen to the tape for the contract details. Just be aware that the column's commander served with 5 Commando and later made a name for himself in South Africa's 32 Battalion. He's a hardened veteran, so don't take him lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
Yeah, I do not remember this being so complicated. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that gunship without getting seen.
Be careful down there, boss.
Like, and that helicopter is in the worst fucking place, for the record, because it made it so I could not run. So, because I needed to be behind that other vehicle when it stopped to look at the decoy. So I needed to run that way, but the gunship was also going exactly that way with the spotlight there the entire time. Yeah, it blew. All right, so let's just put down 2 mines. And then the decoy this way.
Feeling hungry, old timer? Old timer. I do not get hungry. No. But you have a new hamburger? You guessed it. And this time we use lamb. Lamb? You're not a lamb kind of guy? A hamburger is made of beef.
The purist.
Who ever heard of a hamburger without beef? Yeah, but we gotta stay fresh, stand out from our competition. You're what? Just give it a try. If you say so. Not bad.
Co-talker is the judge and doesn't know it.
But
yeah.
I cannot call this a hamburger. I thought we were onto something this time. Maybe the problem is that it looks like a regular hamburger. Gotta think outside the box. Too much baggage.
That's
to think
taco
I'm
thing.
Expecting just another burger. Let's see. Cotton candy, tomato
It's making it look like a sheep. Because it's lamb.
People would eat that. What is it you are planning? Are you using me? Taste tester.
What the fuck was it beeping at? What was that about?
Well, actually, I've already started. I gotta place
Miller's
called,
Maxi Buns.
Miller's Maxi Buns.
You are kidding me.
Well, to be honest, business hasn't been great. No one seems to like my, buns.
The Ocelot said Diamond Dog's budget did not add up. But you don't mean to tell me.
Boss, we have new targets. Check your iDroid for the details.
I'm not embezzling GMP or anything.
How the actual fuck? What time am I on? 2:06? This is ridiculous. This mission is taking me half an hour when it should be like 5 minutes. What is going on?
Please select a mission. Mission accepted.
I guess not. Jesus. Is there anything else?
Please specify a project.
That doesn't really help me. No Fulton mines in this game. Peace Walker had them. That would make it very easy. Just place Fulton mines and I'm gonna run over to get Fulton and they're gone. Peace out, idiots. Yeah, That'd be that. I don't think we ever used them in Peace Walker, but yeah, they were really something. Mines, shields. All right, no flashlights for you guys.
Unit dispatched.
And yeah, get these mines out of here. You don't need those.
Unit dispatched.
Okay,
Please
try this.
select a mission.
What is this? The 5th time?
Mission accepted.
Ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. And quiet doesn't help in any way.
Deploying.
How do they fucking... Oh, I meant to see if there's a better camo for me to use. I don't think there is. I think I'm using the woodland one. There's like grass everywhere, so... I deployed the decoy and it still didn't look that way. Ridiculous.
Is to wipe them out. Listen to the tape for the contract details. Just be aware that the column's commander served with 5 Commando and later made a name for himself in South Africa's 32 Battalion. He's a hardened veteran, so don't take him lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
Feeling I'm old.
Old. Timer. Oh, too far.
Very well.
And let's not say anything to Snake, okay?
Very well.
Oh yeah, I actually missed a little bit.
Kazuhira. It takes more than premium ingredients. Very
Let's
well.
rewind it to like here.
The Ocelot said Diamond Dog's budget did not add up. But you don't mean to tell me.
Jesus.
What? No. Our black budget's got it all covered. I'm not embezzling GMP or anything.
It's part of the black budget.
Let's not say anything.
The top secret stuff.
Very well. However, Kazuhira, it takes more than premium ingredients and a clever recipe to satisfy the palate.
Okay. So what do we do?
The palate seeks one thing. Chemical additives.
Chemical additives.
There is nothing mysterious or spiritual about good flavor. The tongue simply identifies specific amino acids, which the brain then recognizes as appealing. Therefore, all that is needed is to chemically isolate those amino acids and incorporate them.
Kotaku's like, look, this is not hard.
Products. To be clear, I speak of flavor. The rest is irrelevant.
That seems a little extreme.
Do not forget that I am a scientist after all. And using science for the benefit of others is a joy. In seeking coexistence with nature's blessings, not everything can remain in its natural form. When we fall ill, we must be treated. Otherwise, that very nature could cost us our lives. Agriculture is one of nature's many blessings.
Like, it drives right past me here and doesn't see shit.
Through that process, we damage the surrounding vegetation.
Yeah. Whether it's a massive farm or a tiny field, we always leave our mark on the land.
The same is true of parasites. And for food preparation. If tapeworms in the raw meat of another animal enter the human body, they roam around trying to find their usual habitat. Sometimes even eating away at the brain in their confusion. So in looking through a scientific point of view, you see the necessity for processing food. Yes,
Why does it
it is also sometimes
do that?
necessary to eliminate certain
What is that about?
or selectively use or even modify others. Alternatively, we could say that if a man is part of nature, the work he does is also part of it. What is important is the balance.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, old-timer. You really opened my eyes.
Boss, we have new targets. Check your iDroid for the details.
Thinking people today wanted high-quality, all-natural goods. But my favorite burgers were never about that. What they want is something like the first burger I had in America when I went to meet my dad.
Oh, fuck it.
Frankenburger.
What the shit? As soon as it hits the mine, it just turns directly around.
Back in a jiffy, old-timer.
What the fuck?
Burger's gonna knock your socks off.
Kazuhira, wait. What is important is how we balance the... quick for a one-legged man. Frankenburger. What kind of a dive did your old man take you to?
Also, it doesn't stop to take down the decoy, it just runs it over, which is not what these vehicles usually do. Something is fucked about this mission. This is not right.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Nope, don't sweat it.
Nice work. Keep it up. He's coming too. That's an enemy gunship. Don't try to take down a gunship from the front. You won't win in a head-to-head shootout. Try to get behind it and take it down with missiles.
Jim, did you see that flying tank?
Targets are almost history.
I sure did not.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
It's been a trick of my imagination.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Oh, hi. Hello, sirs. I hate this gunship so much. Oh my god. I'm so fucked!
Detected. The map has been updated.
Alright, somehow escape that. Okay.
Just one target left. You gotta extract him.
Oh my god! This mission blows. Man, I really lost my temper there. That...
Please select supplies requested.
Mission really pissing me off.
Supply drop complete.
Like, again, I wanted to get behind it, but, like, I never had time between, like, the gunship being there and the way it, like, stopped moving forever. I never got a chance to get behind it, so I had to approach it from the side, and naturally it was looking right at me when that happened, so I was fucked. Alright, yeah, I definitely don't want to shoot this thing from a fucking wide open field. Is there any cover here? This is just a fucking open field. It does not know I'm here. I don't think. Oh, well, sure, maybe it does. Alright, yeah, there it was. It was just very accurately shooting directly at me.
Boss, come in.
Yeah.
Boss?
I'm not enjoying this. I do not remember this being this hard.
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
That helicopter really sucks.
Nice work.
Did any of them notice? Did they not notice this time?
Coming too. Roger that.
That's incredible. Fuck you. Yeah, the flying tanks have become commonplace. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do this time. I'm gonna place the mine farther up the road.
Nice work, boss. The targets are almost history.
Like,
You gotta extract him.
here. And I'm also gonna place this one a little more to the right of the other one. So in case they miss that one, they should hit this one. Exhausting. And then I can hide right here. As long as that helicopter doesn't fuck everything up, should be okay. And I really fucking lost it when that tank saw me.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Fucking look at that shit. Alright. Okay. Just that now. Alright, I think what I want to do
Subject on board.
is get to this rock outcropping over here, which is pretty far away.
Extraction arrived at Mother
I'm gonna
Base.
climb it. No. Holy shit. Okay, thank you. Oh, I should have called the supply drop.
Please select a drop for supplies requested.
Where the fuck is it going?
Supply drop complete.
Wait, this time it's just going directly to the airport? It's not fucking flying around? Great. Now I get to chase it. This is so exhausting. Like, I know I said that already, but it really is. Yeah, and it somehow knows that exactly where that rocket came from, 600 meters away. Fucking nonsense. Oh shit, it's coming back. Down. Guess wherever we're shooting at me, he's gone. Yes! Alright.
That's the way. Good. You completed the objective.
I would like to leave.
Now get out of there.
Helicopter.
Thank God. Man, that was really annoying. Where? Oh, fuck me. Yeah.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Oh, that's my other mind. I was like, what is that? I would like to leave.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
That might be the actual most annoying thing in this game. Topography. Alright. That sucked. Let's do a couple of side ups to cleanse our palate. And then call it a stream. God, that sucks. We'll go get that night pause photo.
Mission complete and how?
Yeah, that's right. I'm a pro.
I'm
a fucking professional. They're gonna tell stories about how you had to do this 6 fucking times. Yep. Well, like, when the checkpoint... the checkpoint bought me before any alerts. So, Razor Roach. So, the successful attempt was perfect stealth.
Boss, as we suspected,
Oh,
the
boy.
mastermind behind the kid's escape was Eli. It's hard to believe, but apparently he'd been plotting an armed uprising against us. He could be hiding something else, too. Ocelot's gonna press him for answers. Get back here as quick as you can.
What does Ocelot's gonna press him for answers mean? I don't remember. Oh, good.
Where is he?
I told
Old
you.
room 101.
Your father's not here.
They're back.
Yes, they're back. But don't get any bright ideas. Your quarters are under full surveillance. Your weapons privileges have been suspended. No more uprisings for you. Did you really think it would be that easy?
No more uprisings and no more video games. You're grounded. Yeah.
You'll get your boys back. Hell, even see the boss too.
First, I need to know what you see.
Once you're an adult, you can take your own unit and
They wanted
do an uprising wherever you want. Alaska, Afghanistan.
They wanted to go home. That's all.
So they were just homesick then?
Not quite. Military warlords, PFs, the armies that murdered their families. Cousins, brothers, parents. They all had someone they wanted to kill.
Oh, good.
I told them, last chance to face the world with no regrets.
Last chance.
You better be ready for your drag back here. Ready to face the world as enemies.
Look at this little shithead.
No!
Oh, hi.
I'm not like you! Goodbye, father. I don't need you anymore.
I have a cool robot. Who needs dads? Quote from Shinji Ikari. I don't think that's Pequod. I think that's just another chopper pilot. That's weird, huh?
Was Ralph really an accident? Or did Eli just rig it to stir up the boys? Either way, he had to have been planning for this all along. Bidding farewell to the world.
Yeah. It's flying away. It's not capable of flight. It's flying away. Also, they stole a helicopter. And a pilot. And a bunch of guns. Any thoughts on that?
Boss, we're looking for the kids in Sahalampovich, but there's still no sign of them. We don't know if the chopper pilot is alive either. What have we gone and put in the hands of those kids?
No trace, just gone.
We don't know how bad this is until we find them. Also, regarding our concerns about Eli, I finished looking into whether or not he's a product of that project. I have an answer. I put it on tape. Give it a listen.
What? No. There's obviously a question.
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers.
Delivery
The
point.
details are on your
We have to make sure. Revolver, Mari, Ocelot. This is the staircase that leads right up to it. Oh wait, no. We didn't actually do the thing yet. Because when we got in the chopper, it took us here for this cutscene. Right.
Roger.
Forgot. Cutscenes happened, yeah. Maybe that's a good spot to end. Nah, we'll go get that photo. You can listen to the tape about the DNA test while we do that.
This is Pequot. On station at LZ.
I'll wait till you get into the ACC or doing that stuff. That's right, you better all salute.
Analysis complete.
Death Dingo, Razor Husky, Wild Vulture. I don't remember where you see Code Talker. So yeah, Liquid stole our giant robot. Along with Psycho Mantis. Yep.
About Eli hijacking Sahelanthropus. We know how he got it moving.
The psychic kid.
Emmerich.
What?
He used the kids in the staff living quarters to carry out his repairs. We got the details on tape.
Oh, that's right. It was kind of busted when we brought it back because I just shot it with a lot of rockets. So yeah, someone had to fix it. Guess who that was? With a rank of A or above. That's right.
Please select a mission.
Let's see. Surveillance cameras, decoys, shields. Yeah, we can do shields.
Unit dispatched.
Boy.
Please select a mission.
An extreme version of this is not actually that hard. You cannot let them hit you with the rocks they throw, because those will just kill you in one hit on extreme, but otherwise it's not that bad. An easy 600,000. But we're not going to do that. Huey. Oh, Huey. Yeah, there's no story stuff to do right now. So, yeah, let's go do this. 200k for this, goddamn.
Heading to Afghanistan. Deploying.
Killer Rocks? What? Sorry? What was that in reference to? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers. The details are on your iDroid.
They're not really new. They're things you've already done before, but they're harder. But they're worth a lot of money. Speaking of, how much do I have? 190k. I would have more, but I spent like a lot redeploying that one mission over and over.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been
Yeah, there he
updated.
is. That's our boy.
Careful down there, boss.
You know, when you brought back all the child soldiers who escaped, Eli knew they'd returned. Needless to say, nobody said a word to him. I guess they got a message to him somehow. Eli wasn't put in the corner in timeout. He was locked up in that room, completely cut off from the outside world. Then how'd he find out? There's only one possibility I can think of. The Soviet Union has been researching military applications for psi phenomena. Psi? Things like psychokinesis and ESP. Extrasensory perception. You mean moving objects without touching them? Knowing what card somebody's holding up? Psychic powers? Come on.
That's
I
nonsense.
thought that was just another bunch of disinformation aimed at the West. Just bear with me a second. One type of ESP is telepathy. It's the ability to know another person's thoughts through non-verbal means. You're saying Eli read our minds? It's the only idea that doesn't involve someone getting...
That's the target.
Ocelot.
I remember him. He was off base during the attack 9 years ago. Bring him home, boss.
Maybe one of the kids stuck a note to your back. I hope that's the case. But I am convinced that they have, or Eli has, a connection to some force we have yet to identify. You better watch yourself, boss. How am I supposed to do that? If he is depending on something for help, well, that's his Achilles heel.
Find him, boy.
If you can figure out what that something is, you might be able to use it against him. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, and the medical team is looking after the kids left on Mother Base. For the moment, they don't seem too panicked. But boss, get this. Eli got those kids to plot their armed uprising as a diversion. Also, he could steal Sahelanthropus and escape. That Brad got us good. Set us up and knocked us down. And then there's that mystery kid who was with Eli. With those two working together, I'd say things won't be over for a long time yet.
Yeah, huh? It's almost like they'll be teamed up again in the future. Fuck, where did he go? I'm so annoyed I missed my shot. You don't smell him, buddy? Oh, Huey.
In having the children repair Sahelanthropus.
I just answered their questions. I had no idea they would actually try to fix it. I mean, can you imagine a child piloting it?
Oh, sure. Easily.
It wouldn't work.
I bet it's just like riding a bike.
I said it didn't work.
Who did you try?
I didn't.
Did you put your son in it?
We never did that.
His name was, Hal, wasn't it? I thought you said you never saw his face. But you made him pilot Sahelanthropus. You used him in your experiments.
He wanted to get in. It was such a short time we had.
So he was with you.
We were happy.
You're still happy now. Changing your lies to suit the listener and getting by slipping through the cracks. Building layer upon layer of convenient stories until nothing means anything to you anymore. You're happy all the time because you don't even notice you're doing it. Think hard. Who are you really? You're not a victim and you're not the silent majority. You're a perpetrator and a petty hypocrite. The real world doesn't make you suffer. It's the other way around.
Oh, Huey. Man, where the fuck did this guy go?
Boss, we've got the results of Eli's genetic tests. We can finally put this worry behind us.
We used the PCR technique and conducted DNA fingerprinting of the copied DNA sequences. Neither is mainstream science yet, but the concepts and procedures are sound. Both tests say there is 0% chance that the two of you are blood relatives, meaning the results are negative. He's not your son, nor is he your clone. He's just another person.
It was 12 years ago that Zero made plans to clone you. Eli's age and appearance certainly are a good fit. I admit the first time I saw him I did a double take, but it looks like we were worried for nothing. Eli isn't your clone. So you might still have one somewhere up there.
But if Eli isn't the boss's clone, why does he seem so obsessed with him? Not to mention having one hell of an attitude for his age.
I don't know. Learning the truth about himself, cursing the fact he's a clone, bearing a grudge against selfish adults, and coming to hate who he was cloned from. Big boss. If that were really the case, I could understand it. I might even feel a bit sorry for him. No clone could have a totally different DNA fingerprint. And the test left no room for error. You yourself were there when we drew Eli's blood sample.
Come to think of it, when we went to OKB-0, he'd snuck onto a chopper and was there.
Yeah.
He was acting strange even then. Or actually from a little before that time.
That was exactly when we began these tests.
Maybe he suspected something when we drew the sample.
A what?
Not knowing what we were doing.
What? He has stealth camo?
Trustful of us.
Hard to say. Eli's had
And
an
it beats
attitude problem
Dee Dee's
from day
smell?
one.
So what is he then?
Well, if he's gonna tell us that himself, we'll need to get him to open up more first.
You're kidding me. Oh, I hate you so much.
Clouds approaching.
Wait, why is this not... Why does this not suppress? Where's my suppressor? What the fuck?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been
What happened here?
Sun will rise momentarily.
Where's the suppressor on my sniper rifle? Why don't I have that? No.
Boss? Is that you?
Thank you.
9 years. 9 years.
One of the guys out on a mission. Great job.
All right, we'll bring him out.
Side op completed. Side ops list updated.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Is there a way to, like, take it off? Like, from the equipment
Extraction
screen?
arrived at Mother Base. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
I have no idea.
Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
But yeah, Eli is not a clone.
Good dog.
Yeah, we haven't seen him.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Like, this game is the first time you find out about either of their childhood. Well, Liquid's. Assuming that guy is Liquid. So, like, if... So, there are two possibilities. That kid's not Liquid, and they really fake this out. Or he is Liquid. And if he is, like, if you assume he is... Oh, they're shooting my helicopter. How rude. And that raises an important question.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Side ops list updated.
Are you asking what the question is, or are you in the process of writing it? Okay. Well, if that kid is Liquid, the question is, how is he not a clone of Big Boss, right? Turn to Mother Base. We have a photo to deliver.
Heading to Mother Base.
How indeed. Yeah, like Liquid got all the superior genes, and Snake got all the inferior genes. Liquid thought it was the other way around, but in fact he was the superior one. Yeah, genes. We've come a long way since then. Yeah. And I have it again. I wonder why I didn't have it before. I have no idea where my suppressor was. Oh, he didn't go up another floor. Sorry.
Boss, I'm ready for dispatch. Send me on a...
Oh yeah, there they are. You're right.
What is it, Snake?
Sorry, I'm looking at your pictures that I brought you. Here you go.
Chico. I wonder what he thinks of me. I have not seen him lately. Maybe he is angry.
Maybe. That is a possibility.
Something I'm hiding from Chico. Or I thought there was. It was. And then I... No, that is not right. But I am an angel of peace. I am a student. I'm sorry, Snake. My head hurts. Could you let me rest?
There's a 10th one, that's right. Okay. That's gonna do it for our stream, which ran way longer than it was supposed to, because of that stupid mission.
Roger.
I was like, why is nothing happening? And then there's another photo to get. God, that mission sucked. I don't know. I know what was going wrong. It's just that it kept happening. Man, this one ran long. Again. Stupid mission. Three hours. Okay. I don't want to get too hasty, but we might be able to finish this game tomorrow. Not 100% sure. No. There's a couple of missions left, and one of them is a doozy. We'll see. We'll see where things take us. If I had the money to make one of these FOB platforms, I do. It's expensive. Maybe with 90K. I will save our money, get a little more padding. Yeah, by this week for sure we'll be done with this game. So yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight. Thanks for hanging out, Rachel. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, and we'll see where things take us. See where things take us. Jesus, I am tired. Good night.